Hey, how's you guys doing today? It's autotips.ca. We're coming with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about a code that came up, which is C1705. Usually a code that starts with the C, it has something to do with your tire monitor. It's a body control sensor, or something like your ABS, or something has to do with the traction control. Like those codes, they start with the C, but in this case we have code C1705, which shows that tire pressure is low. But what we were experiencing with this car, we're working on a 2013 Nissan Rogue. So we're gonna show you guys the code that we were dealing with, and automatically when you drive in, the car would just come to slow stop, because we gonna work how that thing happened. We were able to figure out, but it looks more like the transmission issue. So before you spend that $3,000 on a transmission, this is the first thing that you should eliminate. At least check it out, okay? So that's what we're gonna try to save you guys money. Auto Tips is all about saving you guys money. So this was the code that was coming: low pressure, which is C. I don't know if you could get a C1705. C1705, and on the dash itself, it gives you guys the tire pressure. But when you see a car just literally coming to stop and traction is coming, ABS is coming, sometimes it's a little bit hard to kind of see. Whenever you get a code like this, C1705, it's one out of those four. Either you got a low pressure on a tire. So if you see over here, it's giving me 20. So this is about 20 psi versus 32, So definitely it's not gonna turn in the same speed like the rest of the tires, because these had lower pressure, So this was affecting the traction, was affecting the ABS system, and that was causing other issues. Even if the car didn't really have a problem with the ABS, it was affecting the ABS and the traction. So what was going on is the car thinks this tire, because it couldn't get equal reading, thinks this tire is like slipping. So when you're dealing with code C1705, the first thing you have to eliminate is the tire pressure. You have to make sure you don't have low tire pressure. If that's okay, then you have to make sure this sensor is good, because sometimes the batteries, they run out. They have all batteries in those sensors. So we check that. We make sure the sensor is good. So actually this sensor is good. It's showing good sensor. So the problem was the low pressure, because you can see, so the battery is good. So it's showing me here 20 psi. So 20 psi definitely will let the light to go on. But before you change your transmission or a body control module, because that's the next step. So if the pressure is up to spec, you have to make sure you put the pressure up to spec, which is on this car 32. And if that doesn't solve it, then you have to look at the sensor. If that's not the problem, then you have to look at programming the sensor, which is to do relearn, or the body control module. But in this case, it was just a nail on the tire, and we fixed it. And I thought it would be a good thing to pass this information along. With these cars, if all the tires, they're not inflated properly, it can affect the way the car is driving. It literally, when you're ready to take on, like on the highway, it could just literally stop. So I thought it would be a good information to share with the Auto Tips fans. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Every time we get issues like this, we're definitely gonna pass it along, and hopefully that's a helpful thing that we just did. This is discussing C1705, and hopefully you guys find it helpful. The promise is to bring you guys fresh videos to save you money, especially right now. People are struggling, losing jobs, so you need to save as much money as possible to put that food on the table, you know. So Auto Tips is all about helping people. So if you have issues, please first deal with the tire pressure before you replace any parts. Till the next time, peace.